Hey guys, welcome back here in another session of Boost My Career. With us is Nikita, who is working as an Oracle ERP consultant. It's a new profile for all of us, and we'll get an insight over it. Hi, Nikita, welcome to the show.
Hello, Yogesh. Thank you for inviting me to your podcast. Okay, you're doing a great job. I saw some of your videos and I'm following you on LinkedIn too. So, yep, keep up
Yeah,
the good job.
yeah. So thanks for coming here. So our initiative is basically to put at least 100 videos on 100 different job profiles to guide the youth. It's a free initiative, social initiative from our side, and obviously from our guest side as well, because you are also contributing to it. So, Nikita, tell us about how your day looks like and what this profile is all about.
Okay, so as you said, ERP consulting is something very new to someone from an accountancy background, and it was the same for me. But it has been going on since I can say 3 to 4 decades because my managers, who are all CAs, ACCAs, they have been working for decades in this profile.
Hmm.
But yes, it was something new to me too. Okay, I joined during COVID. Uh, I mean, at that time, I when I cleared my exams, COVID was going on. So virtually, like as such, no jobs are available unless and until you are willing to work from office. So I came across this ERP consulting job, and again, it was a blessing in disguise for me because if at all you are an ERP cloud consultant, you can work from anywhere virtually. You just need your laptop and remote desktop installed, and you're good to go. So, uh, as you asked, like how my day looks like.
Yeah.
So my day is not monotonous at all. My all my days are divided into phases depending on what kind of project I'm working on. So basically, if you are choosing for this ERP, if you are going for this profile, uh, you can be expected to be working on implementation projects, support projects, or upgrade projects. Now, as I said, my days are not monotonous. My days are divided into phases. What I meant by it was, so if you get an implementation phase, if you are working as an implementation consultant, so the first phase will be meeting the client, understanding their business, doing the high level analysis of what modules, be it AP, AR, fixed asset module, general ledger module, what they are using, what are their requirements, how many ledgers will they need, okay, whether they want their books, all the accounting to be done according to IFRS or NDAS, US GAAP, etc. So that first phase is high level analysis. Okay. Then second phase will be explaining the clients what kind of configurations we are going to do. Okay. So that will be the CRP phase. Then there's KUT. Once we do all, KUT means key user training. Once we do all the setups, okay, then we train the users, right? After that KUT, the fourth phase will be UAT, that is user acceptance training. Okay, user acceptance testing. Sorry, how well the users are adapting to the new system. Okay, and at every phase you will have new requirements. Okay, so the job profile is very dynamic, right?
Hmm.
So after UAT, there is a phase called hypercare, right? Suppose if you like, just imagine the project as a small baby. Once it goes live, okay, it will require 3 to 4 months of hypercare. So people who implemented it, they will only provide the hypercare services. Okay, and finally the last phase will be support, means providing support services. Okay, after implementing every ERP, as such it is a system. Okay, so if at all you are buying a machine tomorrow, so you will need aftercare services for the life of the system, right? The same is in the case of ERP. So uh, the last phase is the support, and support phase keeps going on. Okay,
Oh, hmm.
and I talked about the implementation phase. Second stream can be working in support only, support consultant. So as a support consultant also, it gets very stressful. Imagine working in an emergency room in a hospital. So support consists of incident management. Suppose for example, lamest example I'm giving, the payment has stopped, the customer doesn't know, the client doesn't know how. So we are the ones who will go and figure out, because we know all the setups. So such problems are called incidents. And within support, we have to manage all the incidents. We have to provide enhancement services. Okay, if in future, like every quarter, Oracle provides different new updates, like Android, iPhone, they provide updates, newer versions. Same with Oracle, SAP, Microsoft Dynamics. So we have to help the clients with the enhancements, okay, whatever new requirements come up, and we also help them with upgrades. Yes. So yes, that is how my day, depending on the project and the client, my day goes on.
Thanks, Nikita. That's very precise. Now, I have some counter questions and want to simplify it for my
Okay.
audience. Like you talked
Okay.
about, first you talked about like those companies who are implementing Oracle ERP for the first time. This is what your job is
Yes.
for the first time, or do you
Yes.
also
Uh,
manages the clients
hmm,
who already have
hmm.
Oracle installed and they come with the support requirement? You also handle those requests,
Yes. We
correct?
yeah, we also handle those requests. And
Okay,
there is a third thing also.
okay,
Okay, some Oracle has been there for decades. Okay,
correct.
but at that time, Oracle was working on PaaS, that platform as a service. Now every ERP company is moving to cloud. Why? Because
Hmm.
cloud is very, very cost effective. So third service which companies provide, consultancy provide, is upgrade services from Oracle e-business suite to Oracle cloud or Oracle fusion, we can say.
So the
So
only
yes.
difference between the e-business suite to cloud is your data will not
Hmm,
be stored at a server local level. It will be
correct.
stored at
Yes.
cloud, which can be
Cloud.
accessed from
Yes.
anywhere. Correct.
Anywhere. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now
Correct.
let me simplify it further, and I would like to ask more questions. Like being from an accounting background, you will not be
Yes.
making the modules in Oracle. That will be a tech
Hmm.
team that will be working on that.
That will be it.
So how
Yes.
you
Okay.
differentiate your role with that of a tech team?
Okay. So tech team, see Oracle. So tech team does they don't form the modules. Whenever we are buying the product, everything comes pre-configured.
Hmm.
Suppose you are buying a phone. Okay. Uh, your mobile service provider wouldn't know what kind of wallpaper you will need or what kind
Hmm.
of ringtone you will need, but they will
Correct.
provide you the functionality to choose.
Hmm.
So we are the Oracle comes pre-config. I mean, the product is configured. We have to customize it as per the requirements of the client.
Correct.
And taking an accounting example, suppose we have to set up depreciation for the client. Okay. Now Oracle will give both SLM and WDV method. But what is the best method for the client? That is upon us. What percentage to keep, that is upon us. When to deduct it, what date to deduct it, that is everything upon us. We need to configure it. And while configuring it, we also need to take into account the accounting standards and applicable to the country. So that is where my accounting and auditing knowledge comes into the picture. Configuration anyone can do. Okay, once they learn it, anyone can do it. But why do we need a ACCA or a CA degree? It's how you are applying the principles of accounting and auditing to
Mhm.
configure the system, which is where our role comes in.
My question is like how
Hmm.
you communicate with the tech team. Is there any
Okay.
role where you communicate with the tech team and guide them with the client's
Uh,
requirement, or you manage it by
no,
own?
we first learn the configurations. Okay, we spend 2 3 months,
Hmm.
or there are certain companies where your on the job training is there. So we first take training. Okay, how the setups, from where the setups are coming from and everything. And as a functional consultant, I do it. Technical consultant usually deal with where coding comes in. Okay, where customized reports are required at that time. But
Mm.
currently, as a functional consultant, I need to know all the setups which Oracle has given.
Okay.
Yes, for every module. Yes, I have to learn. That is the additional skill which I have acquired on the job.
Mhm. Okay. And suppose a client requires some additional report, which is not already there
Okay.
in the Oracle system.
Yeah. Hmm. Yes.
So
Yes.
how that request will be fulfilled?
Okay, so we will. So Oracle has, see, whenever a system is made, or there are suppose, and I'm taking an AR invoice. Okay, it will have different fields. What is the business unit? What is the name of the client? What
Mm.
is their ordering quantity and everything?
Mm.
So in the back end, the tables for everything will
Mm-hmm.
be made. Okay,
Okay.
now if I want to make a custom report, I'll go to my tech team. I'll tell them I need these many fields.
Okay.
Okay, and they will capture those fields and create a customized report which we
Mm-hmm.
can access on real time basis. Okay, and once you are on the job, 4 to 5 years down the line, simple videos, even sorry, simple reports and everything, even you can make.
Okay, so that is particularly done by the tech team. This is what you are saying.
Tech
A
team.
customized report,
Tech.
you will basically understand the requirement from the client,
Hmm.
and
Yes.
you will communicate it to the tech team in case any additional report is required, which is already not there in the
Required.
system. they are the
So
one
yes.
who will create it at a back end, right?
Yes, they will. They will. And even if we learn SQL queries, like if there are simple reports, even we can do it. Like 5 year down the line, I think I'll be confident enough to build my own queries. So not only reports.
Mhm.
Suppose I told you like Oracle, if we are entering a new customer, okay, in the
Mhm.
system. So there are so many fields which are required to be entered
Mhm.
when in the pre-configured Oracle form.
Mhm.
Now my client is like, we don't want to make use of so many fields, build something for us,
Mhm.
okay, uh, and a page for us, okay, customized page, and we so that we need to enter only a few amount of fields, so that can also be done. So
Mhm.
at that time PaaS team comes into picture. PaaS,
What's
there is a
full form?
different PaaS team, platform as a service.
Okay.
So PaaS team, yeah. So they will make the entire customization and attach map it to the Fusion system.
Okay. Okay. Got
Yeah.
it. Got it. So now let's come on to the qualification and skills required to enter this profile. What are
Okay.
those qualification? Kindly keep it separate. And when I
Mm-hmm.
talk about the skills, keep it altogether
Okay.
separate, assuming that if a person possesses those skills, maybe 5 or 10 years down the line, when companies will not give much importance to the
Mm-hmm.
degrees, then also that person can be
Mm-hmm.
hired. Right.
Okay.
So in
Okay.
that terms, what are those qualifications
Yes.
right now and skills what may be required in
So
today and future?
uh, qualifications, see, Oracle doesn't only have finance. Currently we are focusing on finance, but there is finance. To run a company we need finance, we need HCM, human capital management, you need SCM, supply chain management, then risk management, then budgeting, then there is something called Hyperion. So everything is required. So depending upon where you are going, suppose I am a finance consultant, okay, so for me accounting and auditing skills are the basic things which are basic skill sets which are required. But if someone is joining the HCM, even I can become the HCM consultant with the finance background. I just need to learn the setups. But what will differentiate me from the HCM guy is that HCM person will have HR experience,
Mhm.
dealing with the payroll and everything. So I know the setups, I can do the setups, but value addition will be done by the person who has the experience. So I think I hope I'm making a
Yeah, yeah, qualification.
point
I'm
here.
yeah,
Yeah,
you're absolutely right.
yeah,
So you are
yeah.
saying that in Oracle,
Hmm.
people from various backgrounds are working depending on the module in which
Yes.
they are associated with.
Hmm.
So let's come on to the finance module only. Like what kind of qualification is
Okay.
required as an ERP consultant?
So we have people from MBA finance field.
Mhm.
Okay, CAs also, ACCAs. There are CAs who have made partners in tech consulting and Big
Mhm.
Fours. Yeah, so they have been working for at least 4 decades in the same. So yeah, you need the MBA, CA, ACCA, CFA. Okay, so those are the degrees which are required.
Okay.
And you would argue now that a BCom graduate can also
Mm-hmm.
learn the setups and do it. So what differentiates is our how we are applying the accounting principles. Okay, anyone can learn the setups, but how you are applying it, that is what matters. It will decide the fate of the project.
Mm-hmm. So BCom graduates can also join. Are there any graduates in your team?
They can so what BCom graduates can do is there are certain certification providers for
Mm-hmm.
SAP, Oracle. Once they do those certifications, okay, and if they crack the interviews, I mean the hiring companies, yeah, even they can join.
Okay, all right. And what are
Hmm.
the skills required in this particular profile?
Okay, first of all, if you are becoming a consultant, foremost skill is communication
Okay.
skills. Okay, you need to get the exact to the root of the requirement, because a functional consultant will be a bridge between the client, the solution architects, and the tech team. Okay, so we need to gather exact information from the client, deliver it to the technical team. Okay, because they might not be knowing the functional part of it.
Mm-hmm.
So for that, everything you need the communication skills, right? And another skill is, see, every system has its own limitations. So Oracle, SAP, they are tier 1 systems. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so there will be certain limitations there too. So how you are explaining that limitation to your client without offending them or without saying that this is not possible, that is also a skill. So communication and marketing skills are a must, I think, for any profession you go. uh, focusing just on our profile. Of course, accounting skills, basic accounting skills at least are required. Okay, you need to understand the business. So there are certain things, if you are connecting with different departments, AR department, AP department, general ledger department will be different people who are handling. So they might not be knowing what they like from what people from other teams are doing, but we are required to know all the things and how we can achieve maximum efficiency with her system. So yes, so those observational skills are also
Mhm.
required. And first and last, like how quick of a problem solver you are. Okay, so that also adds a different. You need to know about different softwares too. Suppose one of my client is not but they don't want to use the pre-configured HCM module, so what else can I suggest them? What other softwares can I suggest them, and how can we map that system to our Oracle system, so all the financials at the end of the year are consolidated at one place.
Mhm.
So you need to know about other systems also. So yes,
Great.
in
So
a
now,
nutshell,
now
yeah,
suppose a
yeah.
person joins as an Oracle ERP consultant. Is it the initial profile, or there are,
Hmm.
I mean, certain other designations before this stage as well? Because I want to discuss the career path now, like from where a person
Okay.
starts,
This so
into, right, and from at what point
hmm.
that person can reach maybe after 10 years.
Then
How the
okay.
hierarchy
So
moves.
I started as hmm. So designation levels in different companies are different.
Mhm.
So usually we started as associate consultants, then consultant L1,
Mhm.
consultant L2, then senior consultant. Then after 5 to 6 years, or our years of experience are calculated based on how many implementation cycles have you done.
Okay.
Okay, end to end implement from HLA to hypercare to support, how many cycles have you completed, that also makes a difference. Okay, but after associate consultant, senior consultant, there comes uh, solution architect. 10 years from now you can expect to become a solution architect. Okay,
And where's the role is?
solution architect. So solution architect is the primary brain behind the how what will be the fate of the system of Oracle implementation. How good your system will work, it depends on how good the solution architect was as at providing complex solutions. Okay, it's not just if we suppose if I implemented 2 3 cycles, I already know all the configurations and
Mhm.
everything, so it is like no brain job. Okay, but at that level there are so many solutions which you can customize it for your clients. That comes after experience. So
Mhm.
solution architect,
Okay.
if a person wants to choose, like want to work in the same module and same complex configuration, they can become a solution architect, or they can become a project manager
Okay.
for implementations.
How
Okay,
the role
because
differs?
how the role differs is project manager is the one who acts as an intermediary between the client and the company. Okay,
Okay.
and project manager, because we have worked on the implementation before, like so we will come to know how much time will it take. So effectively we will calculate the costs and everything, give the timelines. So that experience comes when we have ourselves worked on the project. So a person with an Oracle fusion experience can become a good manager if they have worked before on ground level.
Mhm.
They can set realistic timelines, realistic budgets and everything. So that for first a solution architect, second project manager, third thing they can go into pre-sales. Okay,
No, no. Is the hierarchy
pre-sales.
stops here, or there are
No,
more levels?
after solution architect, they can become partners, or
Okay.
they can, mostly it is partner, senior partner, junior partner,
All
and
right.
yeah, so it is like that. Yeah,
Okay. Now you're talking
yes.
about like how a person can switch profiles maybe after a couple of years of
Yes,
experience.
internally, yeah.
Yeah.
Internally, that is there is within the same field, they can either become solution architect,
Hmm.
project manager, or go into pre-sales. Externally, also there are
Hmm.
ways to exit paths.
Like.
So I was talking, they can go into IT audits.
Hmm.
Okay, they can provide, because they have the knowledge. They can become a good auditor, IT auditor. Okay, second thing they can do is to start their own IT consultancy firm. Like suppose how it will work is, suppose I have a company, I want to implement a ERP system, but in my company not everyone knows about that system. There's no specialist within our company which will ensure that whatever system we are taking will be worth it. So there are companies who just hire Oracle specialists while they are implementing the project. Okay, because they will deal with the implementers, the people who are implementing, to get the best results out of it. So that is the external thing, like IT consultant,
Okay.
IT ERP external IT consultant.
Okay.
Or third thing, they can also go into providing trainings. Okay,
Okay.
certification training. They can be a guide also. Yes, that is also one of the exit plans.
Correct, correct. Perfect, perfect. Now, if you are okay to tell us some kind of salary range from where a person can get at the start level, a kind of a range across the industry, what's the averages,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe
Hmm.
after 10 years as a
Okay.
maybe solution architect, or maybe as a
Mm-hmm.
partner, how much that person can
Hmm.
earn? What will be the range?
Okay. Okay, so starting, I can say for CA, ACCAs, it is between, they can expect anywhere between 6 to 8 lakhs
Mhm.
starting. But very good thing about this IT ERP consulting is you can expect 100% jump. Okay, if you
How?
are switching. Yeah, so because there is, the resource demand is very high, the
Mhm.
supply is not that much.
Correct.
And even in technology, if you see, and you have been seeing over the decades, that in tech the salaries have always been on the upper side if you compare it with manufacturing industries or
Mhm.
any other auditing tax. But here you can expect 100% rise also if you are planning on switching, and depending upon your implementation, how many implementation cycles have you done, how many offsite opportunities have you had. So there is there are also a lot of chances for moving abroad. Most of my friends have, like, within 2 to 3 years have been abroad and implemented the projects there, traveled to various countries. So yes. So salary 8 to 10,
Again,
and
what
solution
about
architect, yeah.
maybe after 10 years?
After 10 years, okay, even I'm unsure, but at least I can say 50 lakhs around, depending
Or
on how many implementation
Mhm.
cycles they have done, which company they are joining, or there are so many factors. Like after a decade, how you work on yourself also matters. I've seen certain solution architect who have started their own consultancy firms, and they are having the equity share of equity.
Mhm.
So sky is the limit, kind of.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So, any final advice you
Hmm.
want to give, like for whom this profile is meant for, and who should not join this particular
Hmm.
profile, as per your experience?
Okay, so yes, as per my experience, initially when you are joining it, it is going to be very, very overwhelming because everything will be new for me, everyone, like for
Okay.
people from traditional auditing taxation background, it is going to be very, very overwhelming, right? So if you are planning on taking this profile, give yourself at least 5 years, at least two implementation cycles,
Hmm.
until so some of you, if you are you know uh, interested in technology and who can easily adapt, okay, for them it will be like within a year or two they will settle and they'll start enjoying this profile. But when I joined, it was mostly because maybe it was work from home, and the connection was very less with other people. For me it was very, very overwhelming because everything is new. Each and everything is new.
Mhm.
Okay, but that was my learning phase. I'm still in my learning phase, but it gets better. It definitely gets better, and it never gets monotonous because every quarter there are new upgrades. Every quarter you will get to learn something new, and one thing, you will never be redundant. Okay, because as the product changes, because when my seniors or the solution architects, they started, they were on Oracle e-business, so now they are in Fusion. Okay, so it's a constant learning journey. Nothing will be monotonous.
Till the time Oracle is there. But suppose, for example, there is some new
Hmm.
technology comes in and Oracle becomes
Yeah.
obsolete.
Hmm, hmm,
What a
hmm.
person do in that case?
No, so ERP, be it SAP, be it Oracle, be it Microsoft, and there are certain basic principles which are going to remain the same.
Mm.
Every company will have a chart of account. Chart of account means then how all the legal and how many legal entities are there, how we are going to, combine it, how we will do the coding and everything. Principles are gonna remain the same no matter the system. Okay. So even if there is another system coming up, you will easily, uh, again, that also depends on
You can
how
upskill
fast you
yourself
are
maybe on that
at,
particular aspect.
picking up things.
You can,
Yeah,
yeah,
we can upskill. Yes, yes.
absolutely. I hope
So
you, I mean, you don't mind if you publish it on our YouTube channel, Boost My Career,
no,
and
no,
you
yes,
can also share
definitely. And
it.
yeah, sure. And I'm welcome for any other questions if you
Yeah,
have. I'll be happy to
absolutely. I
answer.
think that's it. I think if my audience has any question, they can reach out to you on LinkedIn, or maybe they can just drop a comments, which you can reply.
Definitely.
And thank you,
I will,
Nikita,
I
for
will.
joining. Let's keep the session
Thank
short
you.
now,
Thank you
and
for,
bye bye.
yes.
Bye bye.
Yeah. Bye bye. Bye. Have a nice Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah,
Bye.
same to you.
Bye. Bye.